Today is December 12th. Today's quote is entitled, "Become Sincere." Prabhupada was asked how we become sincere. He replied, by following all the spiritual master's instructions, however big or small. Srila Prabhupada also said, to become sincere, you should associate with sincere devotees. So the reason I chose this quote is because before I have explained that on another occasion, when Prabhupada was asked how to become sincere, Prabhupada said, by becoming sincere, it's not mechanical. In other words, there's not like a process. Here's a fourfold process for becoming sincere. What Prabhupada is saying here are two things. By following the principles of Krishna consciousness, you become sincere. And by associating with sincere devotees, you become sincere. So if we translate sincere as pure, or purely motivated, then yes, we can see by associating with advanced devotees, we become pure. We by osmosis, start to become like them. And the other point, which is very interesting, is if we follow the principles, we'll become sincere. Now, Prabhupada has explained something very interesting, that by following, you get more of what you put into it. So if I put in sincerity, then I'm able to follow. That by following, I get back more sincerity. Like whatever I put in, it comes back, as we were saying yesterday. And if we want mercy, we have to act. And by acting, we get the mercy rather than waiting for the mercy to act, which is it's a big mistake. Of course, sometimes Krishna is so kind that just by praying, he'll help us change our mentality. Of course, that prayer is, in a sense, it's a form of action. But generally, Krishna is reciprocating with the action. So I would like to achieve something. Krishna is saying, okay, why don't you try? And then I will give you the mercy to be able to do it. So even if I don't feel I'm sincere, but I'm trying to be sincere, that's important. Trying to be sincere. So what happens if I try to be sincere? Krishna sees that, and he reciprocates with whatever I'm trying. So then he gives me more sincerity. Isn't that interesting? Rather than praying for sincerity or somehow or other elusively trying to get it, but by being sincere, we'll get more sincerity. Now, the point Prabhupada's making here is it's kind of a test. If I say I'm sincere, well, how will it manifest? So it's not actually different than when Prabhupada's saying how to be sincere by being sincere. Here he's saying more, here are symptoms of the fact that you are sincere, that if you are sincere, you'll follow the vows you made because you promised. And even though it's difficult, even though it can be troublesome sometimes, if you're sincere, then you will follow those vows because you made them, you promised, and that's a symptom of your sincerity. One time Prabhupada said, it's a symptom of your love for your spiritual master. So there are symptoms. We may not call it prema, that kind of love, but love in this sense that I love my Guru enough to obey his instructions, to follow him. That much love I have. So it's symptomized by the execution or the following of the promises you make. So, am I sincere? How do I know? Are you following your commitments? That's an aspect of your sincerity. And how do I become more sincere? Keep following those commitments and your sincerity. It will grow. That's how it works.